It's nothing to do with danger or thrill seeking. No. I don't know how to put it. If you have a snake that can impose upon you the worst possible death, like a boomslang or a fertile ants, people say you should use longer hooks. You should be more careful in general. You shouldn't touch them. And I'm sure all that is true. I'm not saying that it's not. I'm just suggesting that they, to my mind, should be taken out more often, because this way you have a snake that's chill, that understands you're not a threat, that's not going to trip out and escape or go after you and all that. It takes work. It takes work. And if you're not going to do the work, well, yeah, then you need 2 hooks and your gloves and whatever you're using, all that stuff, which is fine. But just don't expect it to be such a smooth experience. What we're working for here is a relationship. Just because he's so toxic doesn't mean he's going to bite. He's not planning on biting, ask him. He just wants to be supported. See? Who doesn't? Now, look how pretty he is. Look at that. Look how beautiful. See his cute little face? He's like a lance head. That's why they call that man fer-de-lance. In Latin, fur, it meant like your face and head. And then it came to mean, it changed to fas, which is like the face of the earth. Over time, that changed, but fas like face. Right? So, not just head, like a 3-dimensional face. Like, kind of like the Mona Lisa. That's what Da Vinci was doing, right? He's showing us that something can be painted in 3 dimensions. So, over time, it changed. So, essentially, it means lance-headed snake, even though really it means more like, not lance face, but like lance whole. The whole head is lance-like snake, something like that. I don't know how to translate it, but I do understand it. I like languages. So, he is a chill little customer. It's not the case that the more toxic they are, the more aggressive they are. That's not true. I'm not even sure if that's a myth. I just want to say it. Just because he's so toxic doesn't mean he's going to be more aggressive. So please don't think that. It's just not true. Doesn't mean the opposite either. He has no ill intentions. He doesn't know just how toxic he is to a human. He doesn't know that. He just wants to eat. If he has to defend himself against a human, he will. But he'll, in that case, only do so if he perceives his life to be in jeopardy, which I hope he never will. Let's see if we can do it like this. Does this work? Just so he has more stability for a second. You can see his cute little face. Here you go. I think he's beautiful. I don't mean this the way it's going to sound. So, Mr. Fer-de-lance, please don't be mad at me. But sometimes I feel like the only way I can describe his color, at least as I see it in person, is rotted bark. But I'm a little bit colorblind, so don't trust me. But that's what I see. Look at this side of him. Look how pretty this side is. And he rides the hook really well, Since the beginning, I don't know if he was hook trained, I don't know. But he was definitely hooked down. He was down for it. And I find handling him to be just a wonderful pleasure. And there is something about knowing you're holding the worst possible death you can go through with your tissue and bones just melting away like at the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark. You're holding that possibility in your hand, and yet it has no inclination to hurt you. There's something about that little power chip you get. You're holding a little tiny like nuclear bomb for you that's not going to go off. Unlike a nuclear bomb, you can be nice to this animal and he will reciprocate. That's what I see, and I see it very clearly. He doesn't want to hurt me. He just wants to feel steady and supported. The babies are a bit more arboreal, by the way, than the adults. A bit more. So, he likes the hook. And he spends a little bit of time on his branches. Not as much as I thought he would. I've had others that were like, they enjoyed the branches more. But he's happy the way he is. What are you doing, Precious? My boomslang, she's just such an adorable creature. In any case, let's put him back. But he wanted to say hi. He's a good little Ferdinand. His name is Ferdinand. Like the bull. I don't know if you know the story. Ferdinand is a bull in Spain he was such a nice bull. All he wanted to do was sit under the cork tree and smell the flowers. And everybody wanted to bullfight. He wouldn't do it. He was a pacifist. And long story short, he gets to go back home and smell the flowers. He got disqualified. He wasn't allowed to be a bullfighting bull. And I think that my Ferdinand here is a Ferdinand. Well, I know he's a boy, so that part's okay. In any case, look at this balance he has with his little head here. In any case, all right, I got you. It's time to put you back. Every day is progress. Every day. We work a bit more so that it's never a big surprise or scary thing taking him out. He's okay. All right, buddy. I'll put you home. I'll put you in your little house. Just ride the wave. Home. Sweet home. There you go. Self-service. Now you know what to do. All right. Thank you for watching the show.